Hey, this is David, House Barons. We got a Delta Touch 2.0 faucet that doesn't work. The fix is generally super simple, but there can be a couple other things that you might want to look at if the first fix doesn't work. First things first, normally we keep our Touch 2.0 faucet like that, and then whenever you touch it, it works. But if you notice, watch when I touch it, it blinks 3 times. That's your temperature sensor when it's normally working. But now it's blinking 3 times. That generally means check the batteries. If you don't know where the batteries are, they should be under the sink in a pack just like this. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that the top is securely fastened to this. If it is, then it's probably just a matter of replacing the batteries. And so you just press on either side of the top and the top pops off. And then we'll just let these batteries come out in the order that they need to be replaced. That's the easiest solution. So the first thing we're going to do is see if that works. We went and ordered a 24 pack of AA batteries on Amazon. You need 6 batteries for this battery pack. And so keeping it just the way I poured it out of there, we're going to go ahead and replace these batteries. So on the back side, they point the opposite direction as the front side. And this is just generally a good way to do it so you don't forget. Because if you put these batteries in wrong, it won't operate. It's important to follow this procedure by making sure that they're in the right orientation. And then same thing, once they're mimicking that direction, these pointing this way, those pointing that way. So I'll push it back into its pack. You can see right there, that's the plus. So the Coppertop is the plus. And so right there I can see the plus. It's embossed into the actual cover itself. So I want it on that side there. And it just snaps on. Okay, once it's all good, you just lay it back down there. That's how Delta wants you to have that battery pack, is just laying on the floor. And we'll go and see if that is the solution to our problem. All right, so we've got it, the batteries are in. We'll just give it a tap and see if that does it. Yay. So there you go, it works. I'm getting a blue light, that means the water's cold that's running through the faucet at that moment, and it works. Now, what do you do if it doesn't work? Now, if that simple battery fix doesn't work, there's something else you can check, and that is the solenoid. There's 2 blue clips, and the piece right in the middle that the wires come in and out of is your solenoid. That controls the water flow. And so you can check and make sure all the wires are in on that solenoid. They run 2 different places. You want to make sure that's all plugged in, the wires haven't come undone. And if you have a lot of action going on inside under the sink, those could get bumped loose. The other thing to check is the clip. There is a threaded shaft that you can't see from this perspective, but I'll show you here. There's a threaded shaft that runs up to the faucet itself from underneath the sink. And on that threaded shaft is a clip, and that clip has a wire running to it. If that clip comes off, your faucet will stop working as well. So the 3 things you want to check: you change the batteries and it still doesn't work. Double check the orientation of the batteries, that's super important. But then if you don't have batteries, maybe your circuit that the faucet is plugged into, the electrical outlet, is tripped. So check the circuit breaker if it's not powered by batteries but powered by regular electric. Also, you want to check the solenoid, that little black box in between the 2 blue clips. Make sure the wires are still plugged into that. There's a top and bottom wire. And on that top wire that runs to the clip, make sure that clip is still attached to the threaded shaft, which goes up into the faucet itself from underneath the sink. So that threaded shaft should have a C-clip clipped onto it, and it should just be metal touching metal, and that senses if there's someone touching the faucet or not. Those are the 3 things to look at. If none of those work, best thing to do is call Delta. They have great customer service, and they'll find a way. They'll find out what's going on. Typically, it's the batteries, especially if you're getting 3 red blinking lights. Hope this video helps. Thanks a lot for watching. If you got anything out of it, like it, subscribe. We really appreciate that. It helps our videos. and we'll see you in the next video.